All right, welcome back. So today we got a little bit of a rookie video. Most of my videos are for like level 2 people. We're going to go to like that real level 1 people. Most people who watch these videos, they're more in the category of like, yeah, they do know how the law of assumption works. Like they kind of know that stuff. They proved it to themselves before. They may have done Neville's ladder experiment, which we'll talk about that in today's video as well. And they may have done other experiments where they actually prove to themselves that this is real. But in today's video, I want to talk to the real rookie day ones, okay? We're going to talk about those people and basically set up a tutorial mode. And I kind of want to just make this video because in the future, I might just mention the term tutorial mode. And instead of actually having to literally tell you guys what the tutorial mode is, I'd rather just like link this video where I can tell you guys what the tutorial mode is when it comes to manifestation. So if you're someone who ever hears me using the term tutorial mode, this is what I'm referring to. And if you are someone who needs to know what the tutorial mode is this video. The tutorial mode is basically me giving you guys small tests that you can do to prove the manifestation is real. And this isn't just like a huge scam like the law of attraction people, the frequency vortex people, the Hicks of the world. And this isn't like a fugazi, not proven by, personal anecdotes, and it's all, and people need to kind of get rid of that mindset because again, if you do live in this more like secular scientific world where everything is only about the 5 senses, and if it's not proved by science, it's not real, and science has turned into kind of like a religion for these people, I can understand why they need to have a little bit of a tutorial mode. So today's that video. Today is me talking to the more rookies, day one kindergartners when it comes to manifestation, and I'm giving you guys a tutorial mode on how to prove the manifestation is real to yourself. So let's get into it. If you do want to have other help with me, if you do want to have more help with me outside the tutorial mode, you can join the group chat down below at school.com. And in this group chat, you can ask me more questions on maybe the tutorial mode, but maybe other things as well. You can buy the monthly pack or you can buy the annual pack. So check out the bottom link in the description below if you do want to have more, if you want to ask me more questions, basically. Let's get into it. Let's get into the tutorial mode. The tutorial mode that comes before the main logo pops up in a video game or like a movie or something. So when it comes to tutorial mode and what manifestation is, well, manifestation, to give like a small little brief summary, is basically what I believe anyways. Again, there's multiple ways of looking at it. You have the law of attraction idiots, we call them goys on this channel. But you also have like the more witchcraft stuff. Like it's all nonsense. To me, I just look at it from like a biblical perspective, kind of Plato, even Carl Jung and some people like that. I believe that they were all talking about God is inside of you. Jesus himself said the kingdom of God is inside of you. And what manifestation is essentially a verse from the New Testament, which is, I think in Mark 11:24, where Jesus says, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you've already received it and you will get it. What manifestation does, it takes that verse and it just connects. Neville Goddard, who is the profile picture of this channel. What he does is that he takes all these verses in the Old Testament and the New Testament. He basically comes to the conclusion that God is inside of you. The kingdom of God is inside of you, like Jesus says. And because it's inside of you, you have to ask where it is. And if you ask where is the kingdom of God inside of you, you're not going to come to the conclusion that it is your heart or your leg or your kidney or your arms, because those can easily be cut off. But your imagination is the only thing that is inside the material world that we all know we have, but is not actually in the material world. It's the only thing on earth that is actually not on earth. And this is what Jesus meant when the kingdom of God is inside of you. He was talking about your imagination. And the reason why we know he was talking about your imagination is because in Mark 11:24, he says, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you've already received it and it will be yours. Where do you believe it? Well, you have to believe it in your imagination first. You can't believe it anywhere else. You have to affirm in your imagination first. Even if you believe, it's from the heart. Well, how are you going to believe it in the heart if you don't have thoughts aligned? So that's kind of manifestation. It is aligning your thoughts to get your desire, and you will manifest it into the material world. And Neville obviously does this. I have so many videos on Neville. But if you do want to prove it to yourself that manifestation is true, and this isn't some like fugazi scam and law of attraction nonsense, and we're just not trying to distract people from the real truth, which is God or something, if you want to prove it to yourself, there are a few ways to do it. So here are a few things that you can do to prove the manifestation is real to yourself. So the first thing you can do is Neville Goddard's ladder experiment. This is what I personally did to prove manifestation is real to myself many years ago now. And how the ladder experiment works, to give a little bit of lore when it comes to ladder experiment. The ladder experiment, there was this guy on YouTube, by the way. You can go to a channel. The channel is horrible. He's actually kind of like one of those like weird manifestation coaches. I don't like him. But his grandfather went to Neville Goddard's lectures. And you can just go on YouTube and search up grandfather Neville Goddard, and it will probably be in the timeline somewhere. But this guy goes to Neville's lectures, and Neville gives an experiment called ladder experiment. And the ladder experiment is basically to prove the manifestation is real to yourself. And how this experiment goes is that for 3 nights, you do state akin to sleep. This is the tutorial mode that he gave. State akin to sleep is you go to bed. For 3 nights, you take an awkward position in bed. So you don't go immediately to sleep. You take a bit of an awkward position in bed. And your goal is to think that you're climbing a ladder in your head. And it has to be in first person. It doesn't have to, but he does recommend doing it first person. So in your imagination, in first person, imagine climbing a ladder, putting one hand here, one hand there, one hand there, one hand there, your left foot up, your right foot up, your left foot up, your right foot up, and just keep climbing the ladder up and down, up and down, up and down until you fall asleep. And your goal of this is to feel it real. You want to feel the rust of the ladder. You want to feel maybe the dust on the ladder. If it's an old ladder, if you're outside, you want to feel the sun hitting you. You want to hear the birds chirping in the background, and you want to make it as real as you can. Add tones of reality, which I made a video about, like yesterday or like a week ago now. And you do this for 3 nights. And during the day, you basically tell yourself you will not climb a ladder. But in reality, what you're trying to do is that throughout the next 3 days, your goal in your head is to think of you climbing the ladder. The visualization that you just did at night, your goal throughout the next 3 days is to repeat that visualization in your head as many times as you can. Just repeat it as much as possible. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Affirm to yourself the entire day and imagine yourself climbing the ladder in your imagination that you did. You do that for 3 nights and 3 days. You drop it, and then a lot of people climb the ladder. That's how it worked for me. I climbed the ladder. I did that for 3 nights and 3 days. Then a rat or a mouse or something, a squirrel maybe, it jumped on my AC. And I went to my dad. I'm like, hey, you got to take this AC out because this squirrel was about to go inside the house. And my dad said, we'll do it on Sunday. And I wake up on Sunday and there's ladders everywhere, all around the house. And I climbed a ladder 3 days later. And I'm not someone who even goes outside that much. I hardly even see ladders, and bam, I got it. So that's one experiment you can do. You can do the ladder experiment. You can also do other experiments that I give. So I personally give the purple tennis ball experiment. The purple tennis ball experiment is same thing really. You visualize yourself in first person holding a purple tennis ball. And you want to feel the purple tennis ball, the little hairs on the purple tennis ball. If I told you to hold a baseball, you can feel the little design on that baseball. So you can feel the difference. You can feel the tones, the feeling that is a little bit different. The purple tennis ball has a little bit of a hair, those little hairs sticking out. The baseball has a little design on it. Your goal is to hold a purple tennis ball in your hand, and feel the hairs on it. Feel it as much as you can. And throughout the day, you want to affirm to yourself, I see purple tennis balls everywhere. I see purple tennis balls everywhere. I see purple tennis balls everywhere. And just repeat it in your head non-stop as much as you can. You can do that for like a week or like a 15 days, I would recommend if you want. Neville just said 3 days because Neville, he had a meeting the week after. So he just said do it for 3 days because he wanted another meeting afterwards in his seminars. But you can do that for like 15 days and just hold the purple tennis ball in your hand, in your imagination, not in real life, in your imagination. And you'll be surprised when you see a purple tennis ball in real life. I would say don't be surprised because, again, manifestation is real. You will see a purple tennis ball in real life. And who sees purple tennis balls? I don't see purple tennis balls like just normally outside. But you'll just see purple tennis balls everywhere and you manifested it. There you go. So that's another tutorial thing you can do. But overall, when it comes to the tutorial mode, your goal when it comes to the tutorial mode is to manifest something specific, not something big, something specific that you know that you did this. Another thing you can do is manifest your friend dyeing their hair. If your friend doesn't dye their hair, if they're not materialistic and they really don't want to dye their hair, actually maybe don't do it then because that's kind of rude, but hell, if you want to test your power on that, do it. But manifest your friend dyeing their hair, or manifest your friend wearing a Pacific jersey. If there's someone who doesn't like football, imagine them wearing a football jersey. Imagine them wearing a hockey jersey. Just do something very specific that you know you did it. You don't want to manifest something big. You don't want to be like, oh, I manifest $1,000. I see $1,000 everywhere. I get $1,000 a day. No, that's too big for you. You are in the tutorial mode, friend. Okay, you are on the easy mode right now. Those are the bigger enemies that come in like the later stages of the game. Okay, you are still in the tutorial mode. You get the easy enemies right now. The enemy variants are very easy in the tutorial mode. That's where you want to keep it. You don't want to reach the legendary, like, insane enemies yet. The tutorial mode, you want to do something specific, but not that hard. And manifesting a purple tennis ball, you don't have a connection to any purple tennis ball. Your life does not change at all if you manifest a purple tennis ball or a ladder or your friend dyeing their hair or your friend wearing a jersey. These are all just small things. So that's the tutorial mode. Manifest something small and prove it to yourself. And again, I say this all the time. I can't prove it for you because I'm not in your imagination. I can help you. I can guide you there. But you do it yourself. And that's what Neville always did it. Neville always said in his lectures, just be open-minded. Just try it, guys. What do you guys have to lose? If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, who cares? Go on your merry way. Neville never demanded it. He never demanded you have to do this. He just said, guys, just try it out. Who cares? So that's my message to you guys. Just try it out. Do the tutorial mode and just try it out. If you get the purple tennis ball, awesome. Now you know that your thoughts create reality. If it somehow fails and you waver too much, again, I can get into the more mathematics of it and I can explain to you why you failed. But if you do fail and you want to be like, well, this is all just nonsense. It is just like this scammy, almost like a course, those like course scammers. Go ahead. Like you didn't lose anything. What, you lost a few nights of like good sleep of you fantasizing about being with your crush or something and you lost that? That's it? Like you still went to sleep that day. Who cares? Just do the tutorial mode. When it comes to the tutorial mode, just do it from the perspective of getting something small and just see if it works. That's the tutorial mode. You don't want to do anything so great that you have distance towards it and you might waver and you might have resistance. Manifest something small. A purple tennis ball, I would recommend that because that is easy and the manifestation, the visualization is actually colorful and more vibrant, and it's actually easier to think of a purple tennis ball than it is to do a ladder. But you can also do Neville's ladder experiment. And if you are someone who is struggling to understand what I'm saying, you can just watch the Neville Goddard guy, the grandpa who went to Neville's lectures. Just listen to that guy. It's like a 17-minute video. Just watch that guy. He does got a big graphic at the end when it comes to his other visualizations. It gets a little bit inappropriate, so chill with that one. Small little warning there, disclaimer there. But you can also manifest your friend dyeing their hair. You can manifest your friend wearing a jersey. These are all very small things that you know for a fact that if they happen, you did it. You manifested it. And they're not so far away from you. There's not much resistance there because you don't really gain anything in your personal life if this does come true. So that's the tutorial mode. The tutorial mode in simple form is manifest something specific. Not that big though. That's it. That's all you have to do. Manifest something specific that you know that you did this. That is it. Do that. Manifest something specific. Just don't worry about, or keep it small. Like keep it not life-changing. It's not life-changing that your friend dyes their hair. You know what I mean? It's not life-changing if your friend wears a jersey or you find a purple tennis ball. So that's the tutorial. The tutorial is just do something small, manifest something small, and prove it to yourself. And when you prove it to yourself, you never really need to watch any of my videos ever again. You don't need to read any Neville book, unless you want to, because I love reading books in general. So I'm into this stuff. I'm into Plato. I'm into Neville. I'm into all these people. So I personally like doing this, but you don't. you can just ignore me forever. Just whatever you did to manifest the purple tennis ball, or your friend dyeing their hair, or whatever you did to fulfill and complete the tutorial mode, just repeat that when it comes to the bigger assumptions. And maybe that might be a path to watch my videos in the future. Okay? But that's the tutorial mode. And again, if you do have a friend who doesn't really know what manifestation is, send them this video so it can kind of help them in the right direction, and they can complete the tutorial mode. But yeah, that's the tutorial mode. That is the tutorial mode. Tutorial mode is purple tennis ball, or a friend dyeing the hair, or whatever. Okay, anything small. You can do something else. You can manifest the orange tennis ball. Just whatever it is, just do it small. Manifest something small, but manifest something specific enough that you know that it is you. That's all you have to do. Okay. But yeah, if you do want to have more help with me, it's the bottom link in the description. Join this group chat with me. You can buy the monthly pack. You can also buy the annual pack. It's the bottom link in the description for that. So check that out if you want to have more help with me when it comes to this stuff. Outside of that, I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Actually, maybe not. I think I'll see you guys the next day because I got a little bit of a break right now. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, bye.